Hello, we're back with another exciting video. In today's video, we'll share a list of best Turkish series with great chemistry of love. And if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Let's get started. Series Forbidden Love. Starring Baran Sat, Kıvanç Tatlıtuğ, Hayal Koseoglu, and others. After the death of his beloved wife 11 years ago, Adnan isolated himself from social life and preferred a secluded life in the company of his beloved children, daughter Nihal and son Bülent. Together with his family, he lives in one of Istanbul's most famous mansions, surrounded by an experienced semi-French nanny and his nephew Belul. But his calm and peaceful life changes in an instant after meeting the young beater. Adnan realizes that he is falling in love with the young girl, just like in the good old days of his youth. Waiting for the Sun. Demet has her own small shop that brings a modest income to her family. However, she has no other options for earning a living, so she has to work hard to run her business. One day, Demet's old acquaintance, a resident of Istanbul named Jal, suggests that Demet and her daughter move to the city, where Zeynep becomes a student at a prestigious school. There, she meets a handsome young man named Kerem, whose wealthy parents provide him with everything he needs but don't give him the attention he deserves. Kerem feels like a true king at school since the institution belongs to his father. Kerem enjoys teasing other students, one of whom turns out to be Zeynep. On the other hand, few suspect that Kerem actually considers himself very lonely. He has no friends. The encounter with Zeynep completely turns his life upside down, and he falls in love with her. However, he behaves strangely towards her, as he is shy to confess his feelings. The couple faces many difficulties on the path to their happiness, and the series is full of secrets that unfold over time. The show keeps the audience in suspense. Watching the love story of Kerem and Zeynep is a pleasure. They experience their love beautifully and emotionally. The series consists of 54 episodes. Love for Rent. Starring Barış Arduç and Elçin Sangu, who twice rejected the role of Defne in the series. Young and charming Ömer succeeds in the fashion business. For the sake of family benefits, relatives want to marry him to a beautiful girl who has just returned from America with an education, but is only focused on shining in high society. Ömer is not thrilled about this plan. By chance, he meets a young girl, Defne, a waitress in a cafe, whose family is in a difficult situation due to her brother. To get rid of the persistent fiancé, he kisses Defne in front of his aunt. The aunt decides to take advantage of this situation and bribes Defne to achieve her goal of marrying her nephew. The Brave and the Beautiful. Starring Kıvanç Tatlıtuğ, Tuba Büyüküstün, Tamer Levent, Erkan Avcı, Serkan Altunorak, Sezin Akbaşoğulları, Devrim Yakut, and others. One day, a handsome man named Chuzur arrives from the city to settle in the village. The mysterious hunk meets Suhan, whose beauty legends are made of. The girl herself comes from a wealthy family and manages the family business. A passionate love ignites between the two young people. But there is much that these young people do not know. In fact, their families have been feuding for many years, and neither of them is aware that their fathers have dark sides and unsettled scores. Hopes for happiness for the two lovers will shatter when their families stand in their way. Eventually, the true reason for Sişir's arrival in this rural area will be revealed. Bloody Flowers. The series tells the story of a great love that began with bloody vengeance. Dylan, whose dreams and hopes were taken away, and Baran, who had to marry to save his brother from this cycle. The Karabey and Demir families suffer great losses due to the blood feud that has lasted for years. When these two families leave Mardin for Istanbul, news they have been waiting for many years arrives at the Karabey mansion. But Baran does not want bloodshed, and in order to stop it, he intends to marry Dylan, Sayet's daughter. And Dylan puts aside her dreams and accepts this marriage so that people will no longer die. But this marriage is like a prison for the two of them. Will this forced marriage be enough to end the feud? This was the last series in today's selection, but there will be many more. Don't forget to write in your comment which series you will watch first. It is very important for us to know. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and see you soon with a new video. Goodbye.